There's a look at a capacity crowd that's been anxiously awaiting the start of this one. It's Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the LA Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And remember now, this is only a 5-game series, so this is an elimination game. And I think that anytime a team's season is on the line, well, they've got to play with a sense of urgency. So I think that's exactly what we're going to see here.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Milwaukee Brewers.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Yeah, if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He's got light tower power. Make a mistake up in the zone, and you better be prepared to see it leave the yard.
Willie Peralta will be on the mound for Game 4. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a fourth or fifth starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Gene Segura, very good at the shortstop position. Besides being very athletic, Gene Segura also possesses one of the best arms at the shortstop position. Hopefully we'll have a chance to see him display that great arm of his in this one.
Carl Crawford will get his first opportunity here in Game 4, and you'd have to say he's been a non-factor here these first 3 games.
And if they're going to have any chance of moving on, he's going to have to step up his game. They need him to help anchor this attack, and he's been absent so far.
Here's a pitch taken for ball 1 as we get underway here at 7:06.
First pitch, 7:06.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Peralta's ready. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball left side. Segura backhands it deep in the hole, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
That's a tough way to start a ball game on the mound. He makes a good pitch. He gets himself a ground ball, but it's in a spot where they can't make a play on it.
Stepping in, Matt Kemp. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. And a pitch out, but Crawford's not going. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Yeah, Joe has a little bit of a tough strike zone to figure out, guys. It's never too crazy in any one direction, but it's not always as consistent as some people would hope.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
On at first is a stolen base threat in Crawford. Nobody out. Throw over to first. Back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This is line to left. Davis has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Chris Davis will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
He's set. Here it comes. And there goes Crawford. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. And he is in there.
And if you ask me, I'm pretty sure he had second base stolen already. So this is a time where a catcher just maybe needs to take a step back, stick this one in his back pocket. But instead, he tries to put a little something more on that throw, and he winds up firing it right into center field.
One out and a runner on third. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Blank camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2.
Oh, and that's a big pitch right there to get that pop-up. That keeps the runner stuck tight to third base. And now with 2 away, your chances of getting that run home just took a big hit.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Here comes the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And that's the beauty of having an open base. You can work that pitch off the plate and try and get him to chase, and it worked out there.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for L.A. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. How do they go about staying alive in this one, Steve?
Well, you get multiple runners on base, so you don't have to have the long ball in order to hang a crooked number on them. You need to avoid the double plays when they do get guys on.
Brad McBride is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Dodgers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Gene Segura will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And even just 4 pitches in, you need to find a strike here because you don't want to give him a free base runner to start the night.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Skied into straightaway right. Puig moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, center fielder,
Carlos Gomez will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Into the windup and the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Boy, that curve of his is so darn tough, especially right on the heels of that fastball. It's 20 miles an hour slower, and it dips down hard at the end.
Hit on the ground to short. To his right, Ramirez in time to first, and there are 2 away.
batting third.
So with 2 gone now, here's a look at our playoff brackets. And the winner here will earn a date with the Washington Nationals to decide this year's National League crown. Mike Napoli will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just 1 game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you wonder if we're going to be seeing that high strike. That one looked to be above the letters, but not so in the eyes of the home plate umpire.
And Napoli can't connect there as that's by him for strike 2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Swing and a liner. Foul. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. After 1, no score. Hanley Ramirez will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Peralta into his motion. First pitch on the way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, that one got the pitcher. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Striding into the box, A.J. Ellis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. In the air now, out to right field. Braun is camped under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
Batting 7, third baseman number 7, Juan Uribe.
Juan Uribe into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. No score here as we play inning number 2. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ryan Braun strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Number 8, Ryan.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor. 2-1 now. Grounded down the third baseline. Uribe's got it, and a rather easy first out.
Batting 5th, second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Scooter Gennett will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off the schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. if they're going to have any chance in this series, he really needs to start getting a little more involved.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. On the move is Puig. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Cole Blank will get a chance here, and you see the numbers for the series. He just has not gotten going yet.
Now, and if they're going to get back in this series, they're going to need him to get back in the groove because this pitching staff has buried him so far.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Two and 1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now. 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Here's the 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Batting 7th, left fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Davis. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the 2nd out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Jonathan Lucroy gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. From the stretch. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1 and 2 now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Pitch count already becoming a factor. He's at 34 now. still not out of the second inning.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
Good job of holding up right there. That would have been the inning.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. We'll move to the third with no score. Evan Gaucho is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Evan Gaucho.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Lifted in the air to right field. On the move is Braun. 1 away.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Brad McBride.
Brad McBride will get his first cuts here. Peralta sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Third inning, no score to this point. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. It looked to me like that was the right call.
Carl Crawford will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Willie Peralta digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Willie.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, a couple of good swings back to back, but nothing at all to show for it.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. One and two. Here it comes. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, let's isolate this release here. You can see he's got an easy motion, easy delivery, and boom, then he runs his pitch up there pretty darn quick.
Gene Segura standing in. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. That evens it up 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kemp giving chase. 2 gone.
1 out away now from 3 full scoreless innings, and both pitchers are working both inside, outside, up and down. Looking solid here to start this ball game.
Carlos Gomez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. We'll see Matt Kemp start things out when we return. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And there is Matt Kemp now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Peralta gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to. The great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2. Pitch on the way. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Now that's popped up. Napoli is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's Chris Davis now. That's smoked, but right into the shift. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel Puig is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Look out, 2-0 now.
Boy, a 2-out single, now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
The 2-0 on the way. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Davis going back, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot for Hanley Ramirez. His first homer here in the series, and the Dodgers move in front now 2-0.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
The catcher, number 17.
In now is A.J. Ellis.
A.J. Ellis.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
2 runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Gomez has a read on it, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers do strike for two, coming on this two-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 2-0 L.A. Leading off the inning, Mike Napoli, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes ball one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Yeah, that's two really good breaking balls in that sequence. Here's the last one. And at the plate, he's probably thinking, I'm not going to see that same pitch again. But they go right back to it. They double up with it, and they get him to swing and miss again.
Here's Ryan Braun now. And he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike one. Hit hard on the ground to second. To his right, Gaucho. Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number two.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scooter Gennett. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Here it comes, 2-0. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're still down. It's 2-0. Juan Uribe heads for the box to start off the fifth in this
Leading
one.
off for the Dodgers, third baseman, Juan Uribe.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And Uribe can't make contact that time. 2 strikes now.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Yeah, you could tell right there. 0-2, he's just thinking about protecting the plate. And he nearly chased a bad one there, but he caught himself at the last possible instant.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Standing in now, Evan Gaucho. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. And sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or two if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
2 runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Off the plate at 94, 1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Into the box now, Brad McBride as he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Cole Blank will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
Outside and low, 3-0. A little shaky here to start the 5th.
Yeah, he shouldn't be too tired. You figure he'll settle back in sooner or later.
To short. Ramirez is up with it. Throw on to first by Ramirez takes care of him. 1 away. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Chris Davis is at the plate now, flied out in his first at bat. First pitch on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Then you start to wonder if anyone's going to get on base against him again. That's 10 straight now. He's retired.
Jonathan Lucroy in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, at the very least, this is going to allow the pitcher to hit here in this inning now instead of having to lead off the next inning.
Willie Peralta gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. The dangerous Carl Crawford will get things started when we return. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Brewers nothing. And here is Carl Crawford now. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it, one gone.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Matt Kemp will step forward now, lined out and popped out in his previous two trips.
He's made good contact in his first two at-bats, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Grounded to short. Segura has it. Throw on to first takes care of Kemp as he's turned away for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. And this is low, ball one. Bases are empty here with two men out. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A ball and two strikes to count now with the bases empty and two away. Struck him out, his eighth punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They're up 2-0. Gene Segura will come in now to start things out here in their half of the sixth as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fellow on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Hit on the ground to short. Ramirez takes it in. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Worth a look at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he's up to 80 for the game right now, so he should still be in pretty good shape.
So one gone in the inning, and that brings up the speedy Carlos Gomez. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. One and one, here it comes. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. And with the tying run in the on-deck circle, the question, does he take a look at another one here?
He just might. You're still going to see a good pitch on 3 and 2, even if this one's a strike.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Boy, and he's not too thrilled with that call out there on the mound. And you know what? I don't blame him. I mean, have a look where this pitch is. That catches an awful lot of the plate, and I think I'd be mad if I were him.
Mike Napoli will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
You know, when the pitcher slide steps, he's going to get the ball to the catcher even quicker, and the guy still stole that base. That was great.
The 0-1 pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Way outside. Nearly to the backstop. 2-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. Well, one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Ryan Braun steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Lays off 1-0.
The one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. So it appears he's going to leave the game here as he favors that left leg. Hoping that it's not too serious, however, as he's able to get off on his own power. Brian Matheny will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Brian Matheny.
So striding in, Scooter Gennett, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that misses ball 1.
Be careful not to airmail that thing over your catcher's head. You've got to make sure you don't overthrow it.
Trying to hold the lead. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
2-0 pitch on the way. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. All even now, 2-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Lifted in the air out to left. Crawford giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Brewers 1. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Yasiel Puig is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Right fielder, Yasiel Puig.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now.
And when you need a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk's not on the agenda. You better bear down right here.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And Ramirez will just try and work his way aboard here. It's 3-1.
And obviously, this guy's a dual threat up there with the speed and power. You don't want to walk him because he might be stealing on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball right here because he might jump the yard on you.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Scorch to third. Blank fields it cleanly. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
The catcher, number 17, A.J. Ellis.
A.J. Ellis will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Yeah, you'd like to think he had one more big pitch here to get him out of the inning and then call it a night, but he's having a hard time finding the strike zone right now.
3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Into the box, Juan Uribe. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a pretty decent at-bat. As I remember, he saw a lot of pitches and really made the guy on the mound earn that strikeout.
Peralta pauses. Here's the first pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And that's too high, ball 2.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Well, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Evan Gaucho gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Grounded, foul. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Segura settles under it near second, and that retires the side. Dodgers strand a couple. They lead it 2-1. Cole Blank steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Drilled to the right side. And this is through into right field, so the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
It doesn't take long for him to find some trouble here in the 7th. Oh, 1 pitch in the inning, and he's already got the tying run on base. That could spell trouble.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Chris Davis. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Whew, that's a gift.
Nobody out, runner on first. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play.
And for as quickly as the tying run gets on base, he's taken away here on the double play. Just a big pitch right there, and a very good turn at second base to get them both.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And no one will get this one. Ready on 1-2. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Brewers go down quietly. They still trail it here 2-1. Well, there you see Brewer manager Ron Renicky out for a conference at home plate, so I would imagine we're going to see a double switch here. Rob Wooten will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
And batting in the 8th spot, number 47, Rob Wooten. Now catching in bat.
Andre Ethier is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Andre Ethier.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Now the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
And a swing and a miss that time from Ethier as he's retired for the first out.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a one-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Carl Crawford gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's the third strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
So here's Matt Kemp now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. Dodgers lead this one 2-1. Paco Rodriguez is on out of the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth.
Paco Rodriguez.
Martin Maldonado will stand in now, as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the eighth. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hard hit ball to second. And this is through into right field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
The shortstop, number 9.
Well, he gets his team going with that leadoff single here late in the game. And you can tell he is excited. Look how fired up he is down there at first.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there.
Rodriguez.
Gene Segura standing in, as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to left center. Under it now is Kemp, and he'll make the play for the first out.
Center fielder number 27, Carlos Gomez.
So a runner at first now with one away, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And he missed with it. Ball 4, so that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count, but this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing him.
Digging in now, Mike Napoli. He singled his last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And for Milwaukee, this is a spot where you really need that one key hit.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
You know what? I don't know if there's ever a good time for a hit by pitch, but there are definitely some bad times, and that was a bad time right there. Now you load the bases, and you do it for a dangerous hitter as well.
Ryan Braun will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. And he'll just put the tag on him, and he's out trying to steal home.
Wow. I would be interested to know what was running through his head as he was breaking down the line. When he saw the guy in the batter's box take a big swing at the ball, you have to figure that there was a missed sign somewhere, and you can laugh about it now, but really, that could have been very dangerous if he had connected with that ball.
And they'll take the bat out of Braun's hands here as he's walked intentionally.
And this is probably the right decision here with 2 outs. Too many things can go wrong when you let him swing the bat.
Scooter Gennett will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And he misses again, 2-0.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
The 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
And listen to this crowd now. They are into it.
There's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Has to challenge him here. And that misses, ball 4. So now the tying run will come across to score.
Well, when you're working out there with a one-run lead, you got to do everything you can to protect it. Your number one thing, throw strikes. His command lets him down here, and the bases-loaded walk is going to tie the ball game up.
Justin Beausarge will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. Cole Blank will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Slider is right there. 83 on the gun. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
The 1-2 pitch. Struck him out, and the potential go-ahead run is left stranded at third. But the tying run comes across to score here as this one looks like it'll go to the wire. We're through 8 full here in Game 4, and we are tied 2-2. Giovanni Soto is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 10, Giovanni Soto.
Chris Davis will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The man you see here out for a second inning of work, and he becomes the pitcher of record now in a tie ball game.
Yeah, he pitched well last time around. No reason to think that he can't do it again.
1-1, here it is. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. A quick out number 1.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
Yasiel Puig gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. The pitch. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Puig will take a big turn and head for second. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
And if you're going to work away with a 2-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner. So you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. As the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. Braun in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
This is a guy that doesn't really have great velocity, so when he elevates the fastball, it can lead to big problems. He gets away with it this time, though.
A.J. Ellis digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
And a high strike there, 0-1. The 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Braun is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. And we are tied 2-2. Chris Davis strides in to lead us off here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Left fielder number 18, Chris Davis.
Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Puig is there to make the catch, and it's a dreadful start to the bottom of the 9th. 1 pitch, 1 out. Mark Reynolds will grab a bat to pinch hit here, and you wonder if he'll be swinging for the downs, trying to walk off with a victory. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Giovanni Soto stands in. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Soto able to lay off there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Tom Gorzolani will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frame.
32, Tom Gorzolani.
Digging in, Juan Uribe. He drew a walk his first time up.
Third baseman, number 7, Juan Uribe.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. And Uribe able to hold off again, so he moves ahead 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
3-1, here it is. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, and here in extra innings, you just need one little spark, something that can get you going. You know, we've seen a leadoff walk to be the difference in a ball game more times than once, so they need to take advantage of this.
Evan Gaucho stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Runners off for second. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, the thing that's important here is you just move that go-ahead run 90 feet closer to scoring. A lot of times, that's the kind of mistake that can cost you a game, and this one very well might.
Charlie Blackmon will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Hit hard to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. But the recovery will get an out on the play as they do get the force at second, so put runners on the corners, but that could have been a whole lot worse.
Yep, they're able to get that force at second base, but that's it. So meanwhile, that go-ahead run gets to move up 90 feet. He's now standing on third.
Here's Carl Crawford now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Braun, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Center fielder number 27.
What a clutch piece of hitting right there. You get the hit, you drive in the tying run. Now you're standing on second base with a chance to take a lead in this ball game, and man, is he fired up.
Matt Kemp will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
And there's ball 4, so the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
And this could really be trouble now, because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Chris Davis stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game. Big moment right here.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
You know, things are bad enough as it is, but if you keep falling behind guys like this, he could make this a 5-run inning with just one swing.
Just missing here, 2-0.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Boy, that's just a nice pitch right there with the bases loaded. He gets an infield fly out of it for a big second out. And now he's given himself a much better chance to get out of this mess.
In now is Yasiel Puig as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
And on the mound here, you start thinking, boy, after the way this inning started, if I can hold him to 1, that would be a heck of an escape job here.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. LA's on top, 3-2. Kenley Jansen will get the call here an inning later than usual as he'll try to save this one in the 10th.
Kenley Jansen.
Gene Segura will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down a run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
Ball 1. Jansen's ready. Here's the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to Davis is a low one, but he's able to dig it out and save the error. A nice play.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
Here's Carlos Gomez. He tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. And now a pitch on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Davis is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, it's starting to look like he's got this one under control. Just 1 out away now from a big extra inning victory here on the road.
Mike Napoli will get another shot. Hit by a pitch his last time.
Got him right in the back. Doesn't feel good, never does, but I can think of a lot worse places to get dosed.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. And the Dodgers are going to advance. They're through to the National League Championship Series.
Well, that's a pretty good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
And if we had to single out one star from the Dodgers tonight, I think it would have to be this man, Hanley Ramirez. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series on MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Brewers, 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Miller Park, 42,200. The Brewers thank you for attending tonight's ball game and remind you to please drive home safely.